welcome back. What you're looking at is a table full of uh, Black History books, or books that we use for Black History display at my daughter's elementary school. She told me that for Hispanic month, it was just grandiose. It was a lot of displays and a lot of fun things. So we talked about helping out with this month, Black History Month, at her school. And after I discussed it with her principal, she was happy and overjoyed that we wanted to help with the exhibits this month. And so this is a table full of books that I was able to borrow from a family member's Black History library. And this banner that you see, Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream is becoming a reality, was created by my cousin Billy, who was an art teacher. He's retired, but he so graciously loaned us his talents to create that banner. And this is the breakdown that I used to do the exhibit or the display. And what I did was broke it down into different groups like medicine and science, politics, entertainment, education, culinary, just the different areas that African Americans have impacted or made made a footprint in the USA, and contributed to so many things that we use now on a day-to-day, everyday basis. And so again, here it is. So then several days later, the week of February the 12th through the 16th was something else. Here I am in a Rayford GCF. Y'all know how I can't stay out the GCF. I don't necessarily buy stuff every time I go in there, but I just like to ramble. And these shoes were so over the top. I just had to show. And look at the cute little boobs. So that was a busy week. I'm showing the chicken barn in Smithfield, North Carolina. If you've never been there, you should go. The sign says if it ain't fried, it ain't food, or something like that on that sign. It's funny. But here's my husband. He had the shrimp and the fried okra, and I had the fried chicken livers. It was so good. And then afterwards we went and got patties because we had our anniversary this week, plus Valentine's Day, plus it was his birthday, so we were doing it up. And I mean, he was over there asleep. He was relaxing so much. It was hilarious. We enjoyed it. So then on Sunday, or Saturday, the 17th, we got out to a local lake here, close by, and we enjoyed the scenery. And it was absolutely beautiful. The weather was perfect, and there was so much to see. And you can just see the sights. There was, I think what I'm showing you are the blue swallowtail. I forget the name of those birds, but they're huge birds. They kind of look like a stork, but they're just, I don't know, they're weird looking, but that's the nest. Those are the nests, plural, in the top of the trees. And there was also places out there where there were eagles' nests, and they warn you not to stand directly beneath those nests. And those birds are humongous. And here I'm showing you how close the deer were. It was absolutely amazing. I've never been that close to deer, so many at one time. And they're camouflaged so well, it's hard for you to see them. But it just amazed us because they just kind of grazed and they looked. And some of the bigger ones were watching us to make sure, I guess we didn't get too close to the babies. But we took a lot of pictures. And it was time for the sun to set. And we were able to just really take in the beautiful views of the sun starting to set over the treetops. It was absolutely beautiful that day. And I love the trail. People bring their dogs, but Usually the dogs just sniff you a little bit and keep going. I mean, and everybody holds on to their animals. So if you're afraid of dogs, it's okay. Everybody's pretty much got their animal under control. It was just a beautiful, magnificent day to get out into nature and just enjoy the beautiful views. And it's something about being near the water. It's absolutely beautiful. Here we are going over the bridge and just looking at the natural habitat. And it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I think I'm gonna make it a point to try to go to lakes and parks every single weekend while the weather is the way I like it, because I much rather walk in weather like this than real hot, sunny, hot, beaming down sun weather. I would rather it be cool and crisp, and I just prefer to get out and see things in this beautiful winter weather. And the fall is nice too, and it kind of feels like fall now. And you can see baby girl in front of me trying to tell me what's coming up next. And here we're getting ready to walk on a kind of like a ridgeway where it was so steep there were slopes on both sides. So this is why the camera I kind of go crazy with the camera, because I'm trying to capture both sides, and then I aim it at the ground because I want you to see how close the ducks are. I mean, they just sit there and watch you walk by, and while they preen themselves, and they're just so used to people, and they just, because they know people are gonna leave them alone. And there are signs that say please do not feed the birds, but of course there was one person who came along and started to feed the birds, and you can see when he starts to do it, they all start to kind of run towards him. Look at them. Aren't they cute? They are the cutest. Look at that. And I know they do get very aggressive during mating season, or they can get aggressive if you get too close to them. I don't know if it's during mating season or during the season where they lay their eggs, and they're just very protective over their areas during that time. But obviously now it was okay with them. I mean, you could get real close to them and they wouldn't do anything. It's just kind of a weird angle where I was trying to show you both sides. And you can see the gentleman back there starting to feed the ducks, and that's why they all started to run up the hill to go get some of the food. It's like, I don't know, I guess they all make a certain sound and they let the other ones know there's somebody there with food. Thanks for watching.